Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Here's the option going right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Winston now. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Here's second and 8. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is going to lose yardage here. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product. But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Here we go on second and 12. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off. And it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
From the gun, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll check this one down to Michel. Touchdown! Sony Michel from 10 yards out. And the Falcons are once again back in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Michel running up the gut. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Bryan Edwards, 51 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score the Falcons 21, Saints 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, he's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
He'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. You back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Michel. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. Then he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A good running there by Kamara on 1st down as he takes us ahead for a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what had been after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry now on the return.
A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we've seen him have success early on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michel. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Michael Pittman.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Falcons 31, Saints 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Winston. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
By Troy Anderson. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of these cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard
Here's
line.
Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
3rd and goal, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready? Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
4th down, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Murray. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. That's out to his running back, Michel.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Another carry for Michel on second down.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there in that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel.
51 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.